That Park Place reports on another Sweet Baby Inc. disaster here, saying SBI developed Flintlock: The Siege of Dawn, releases to an abysmal player numbers. The game is already released at 10% off on Steam. Now, sometimes you see games released with an instant discount, but from what I've seen, it's usually if like a game was EA, early access, and then releases, sometimes they start with a discount there. I don't believe this game was in EA, so it's instantly released with a 10% discount from $39.99 to $35.99. Make of that what you will. Currently also having a 74% mostly positive rating, so not terrible, but certainly not good. What's worse than that seems to be the player count, with an all-time peak so far of only 648. So what kind of game is this anyways? Well, GameRanks made a before you buy video, essentially saying that the game's kind of like a Soulsborne meets GOW sort of thing, and that the game can be fun if that's like your cup of tea or whatever, but that it's also got a lot of flaws. Of course, that's an immense TLDR, so consider checking out that video for his full take. It sparked comments though, such as, they call it Flintlock, then give the character a matchlock. It's like they took part of 10 different games and just pasted them together without really caring if they made a coherent end product. And before you buy, don't buy. But what's this game have to do with DEI and Sweet Baby Inc.? Hopping back to that Park Place, they say Flintlock: The Siege of Dawn was worked on by SBI and its CEO Kim Belair. This was confirmed by former A44 COO Andrea Tops Harjo in an interview with Edge magazine. The outlet reported, for Flintlock, it was Tops Harjo who brought on Kim Belair, the Montreal-based narrative director who has advocated for better representation in stories as a means of bringing new and exciting ideas to games. So hold up, they say they want to make new and exciting ideas for games, but then these consultation services just make the games more dull and uninspired. Imagine paying for that. Apparently, Andrea Tops Harjo then joined the studio and brought on Sweet Baby Inc. And one of their first changes, if not the first change, was changing the main character of this game from white to POC. So these consultation firms actively make the games that they work on worse. And then they also make the MCs for those games black. And it's like, how's this helping black people? If anything, it's the inverse. You're like making the representation worse. And then on top of that, once again, they're also getting paid for it. The only people they're helping is themselves. Speaking of which, Harsho then apparently also denied devs raises while she simultaneously hid the salaries of the top executives at the company. Anyways, that's really all I got to say on this one. Let me know what you think about this game and all that stuff in the comments. As always, thanks for tuning in. And if you enjoyed this brief coverage, consider liking and or subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one.